Alright, I'm going to show you guys how simple this brake system is to install. I've already, for the most part, disassembled the OE brake system, so it's going to come apart pretty quick. The BAER 6-piston brake setup for this Jeep is extremely easy to do. There's actually a center ring that you're supposed to put on the hub. We'll take the 2 bolts here. And this will actually bolt the caliper onto the back of the knuckle. First, put the rotor on, center it on the ring, caliper on, we're going to torque that down to 75 foot-pounds. Okay, we're going to take off the brake line off the OE caliper here. Make a bit of a mess. I'm using the brake lines that actually came with the Curry lift system. The BAER brake system comes with the new bolt and flat washers. Got that bolted up. All right, we're wrapping up the install of our front BAER brake system. 6-piston caliper, 13.5-inch diameter rotor. It's drilled and slotted. We're running a 17-inch Rock Monster wheels on this Jeep JK, 37-inch Goodyears. And BAER recommended that we actually run a spacer so we don't make contact with the caliper. We installed our BAER brake system up front, and now we're moving to the back of the Jeep to install the back brake system. And to fit the BAER 4-piston caliper, we actually had to trim the backing plate. I used a simple cutoff wheel and then a little grinder too to clean up some of the edges. You can tell when you put the caliper up where you would actually need to make a little bit of that cut. I took off more than I needed to for the backing plate, but I just want to be sure that nothing hangs up. Also with the BAER brake system is a shim kit, and what I've decided to do is actually shim it out about 50 thousandths. Now when you look at the brake system and the brake caliper, the bracket here, if you take a look at the shape, I'm going to put the shim in between this bracket and then the axle housing itself. So that's going to shim it in towards the center of the Jeep. Okay, with the caliper installed, you can see where we took our 50 thousandths thick shim. We installed it in between the bracket that's bolting up to the axle housing here. The caliper is actually floating here, as you can tell. And our goal with shimming it is to properly space the pad on each side of the rotor. So I think that's pretty dang close.